Good morning everyone and welcome back to another video. Now this video is going to be a few little extra mods on Lenni video. So I'll put in a clip of what I filmed yesterday of me giving Lenni a good old jet wash. We cleaned him properly with my friend's jet wash and also like spray foamed it and everything. Okay, so yeah, after we did that, well actually before I went to his, I picked up these roof bars. And they were a tenner on Marketplace, and I got there and they're for Polo and they didn't quite fit, so I said I'll just modify them a bit, I'll take them anyway. And then I got them for free, so free roof bars, well, what it cost me in petrol at least. And what I've just done now, I just remembered to get the camera out, is I've screwed my solar panel to it, because it's annoying trying to get it in and out of the car. And eventually, in the next video, probably, I'm going to be adding a couple more lights. The reason not in this video is because they haven't arrived yet. But this is the front roof bar, and there's going to be an LED light bar, of course, a long one. You'll have to see that. But yeah, so this will mean that, because obviously I'm not living in the car, I do stay in it pretty much every night. But I come back here and go to my friends and stuff, so I'm not in the car all the time. But I do sleep in there most nights. So I do need the lights on most nights, but obviously not in the day. I'm not using the power. So it's only a 30-watt solar panel, but it should keep it topped up, especially when the sun comes out every 3 years. So yeah, as I'm not using the power all day, although it's a small solar panel, the amount of power it puts in will keep the battery topped up, because it's only like a 90 amp hour in there. So yeah, it's gonna work great. One thing my friend gave me was a number plate bull bar, which are gonna have some more lights on. But again, that'll be the next video because they still haven't arrived yet. So yeah, let me put these last two bolts in and we'll get it on the car. So I'm sure much of you can relate. So this is a cutout of the skylight in my first van. So yeah, I just thought, well, this is good metal. I mean, I've got a whole window panel just there out the second van, but yeah, this was out the first van, out the Citroen, and it was just one of the ribs in the ceiling. I just cut that, same for both sides. But yeah, so now I've got that nut and bolt on. This definitely isn't going anywhere. I mean, I know it's only a small hole, but there's also obviously the 2 Tech screws in it, and then 4 Tech screws in the actual roof bar. Well, it ain't going anywhere, that's for sure. Rock the whole car with it. Doesn't go up and down, doesn't go left to right, and obviously it can't go forwards and backwards. So yeah, it's solid. Finally put my Camp Creator sticker on. It was just tucked in the window, but it was slowly like curling up as it got damp. So I was just like, oh, I'll slap it on anyway. And then when you come in here, if the door doesn't knock me out, I've actually screwed the charge controller to the little bit of carpet there. And I've swapped this out for another cheapy charge controller I had, because the last one was starting to go wrong. The screw in the positive solar thing was broken, so you had to wedge it in and it always fell out. And also the flashing solar arrow, you can see there, broke. So it was just always flashing, even when there was no solar panel connected. So you'd never know, and because I had that dodgy connection, I never knew if it was charging or not. But yeah, now it's all working, swapped it out for a decent one. These things are great. I don't know how I managed to kill the other one. I've bought 3 in about 5 years, and that's the only one that's broken. But I do well and truly abuse them, leave them out in the rain, accidentally put the terminals back to front, the polarity's wrong, everything you can possibly do, and they survive. But yeah, so there it is, it's in, and then the little USB there is my LED strip, so if I plug it in, you'll see that there. These are broken, that's the job I want to do, is fix them. But yeah, so now I can see if it's charging, and then when I'm not in here, which is most of the time, it can be charging up using just the 30 watts. Now we've done that, I think that's all I'm going to do for this video. I'm going to put some LED strips in the footwell, and I have got LED strips, so I might put them in, but I might just wait to do the rest of the lights and save that for the next video. But I got a comment on the first Lenni video about I bought Lenni, and I got really nice comments, and because CJ put it in his community tab, loads of people saw it, and thank you to all the new subscribers, thank you very much. But I got a comment from Helen saying, please could you do an update of how he works as a camper, the good, the bad, or any things you would change or make better, thank you. So I'm going to do that tonight, a little camper tour. What's the time? 10 o'clock. I'll give you a daytime tour of Lenni now, because otherwise it'll be dark. So I'll give you a daytime tour, and then I'll update you come this evening and night when I stay in him, and I'll show you how it all works really. But first, one other thing I just forgot to show you. The bull bar, number plate bull bar. Obviously it's not much of a bull bar. But yeah, so then there's going to be 2 round lights, as someone else commented, I can't remember your name, or replied to my story on Instagram. It was one of the 2. But to get some circular spotlights like minis have and stuff, like the classic minis, and well, any mini where people put them on, because it has the round headlights, some round spotlights here would do a good job. I didn't know how to mount them. I was thinking about 4 on the roof bar maybe, but I've decided light bar up there, and then 2 nice round spotlights on this. So sorry about the weather today. It's cloudy, sunny, so the exposure is going to be all over the shop. So this is the camper basically. There is supposed to be a toolbox here, but I'm using it, and I have this wooden stay here. That means I can lift the bed up and prop it up and get to the tools without balancing on my head and stuff. The blinds are just cardboard. Some of them I managed to paint a bit black. They're not completely black, it was just using an empty can I had lying around. But yeah, so the mattress is just some of this memory foam. I think they're sleeping mats, but they're memory foam with like foil on. I've never seen them before, but they are literally, they're cut to size, and there's 2 of them. And then there's one of those self-inflating mattresses where you just undo the thing and it sort of expands, wrapped in a sleeping bag. It's probably about 30mm thick. Works fine for me. The kitchen, it's just 2 bits of ply screwed together. But the functionality, it works really well. All the storage goes underneath. Let me bring you a bit closer. As you can see demonstrated, one of the blinds, so as they're painted black, they're sort of a bit more disguised than just brown, but not really. And then there's a couple of material ones for the front. That's the makeup of the bed. 2 of those foam things, and then self-inflating. And then that is where 1 more DeWalt T-stack goes. And then here is just bin and spare gas, and then that's the leisure battery there. And then down there I've just got wash bag with washing stuff in, and then I've got peanut butter, priority, and then strawberry jam, so peanut butter and jam, and then salt, pepper. This is my bag of food, so when I go to shops I just take this in, fill that up, and then that just lives there. Excuse some of the, like, it needs, as you can sort of see, it needs a good old hoover, but I need to take everything out to do that. But I'll give you this tour first, so yeah, do excuse the fact that it's not clean. I am a clean freak when it comes to hoovering and stuff. And then there's a washing up bowl, saucepan, cutlery, there's a plate there. But yeah, so that's basically all storage for just anything that's not tools. There's more storage for tools than anything else.
Yeah, and then obviously you've got the LED strip that goes round. That's a really nice light. It is when it works, obviously, because at the moment it doesn't. And then the cooker stows away just on top of everything else as well, and I usually get that up straight away because otherwise you can't get to anything, and I usually use the stove for cooking, tea making, all that sort of stuff. So yeah, that's the basic functionality of the boot. The idea, obviously most people who do a car camper have a kitchen back here, but this is a winter camper. I want to be able to contain everything inside. So this boot is never really open unless I need to get to the tools. So I can shut that, and I can move around here. And this is like my front door. So this is like, I take my shoes off here as I get in. And then this is like the living area because it's the only place you can sit upright is the driver's seat. So I spend a lot of time here when I'm in the car. The bed, as you can see, there's not much headroom. There's about from my shoulder to there, you know, so there's really not much, but it's enough because you have the seat. If I didn't have the seat, it wouldn't be enough, and I would have prioritised lowering the bed so I could sit there. If any of you are, while I'm sat here, we might as well just take you through. So I've got all my cool lights, I've got all my cool switches down there. Sorry you can't see very well. And then it's got a cassette player, so I've got one of those aux cables. Then I've got a charger for my phone, and then I've got TomTom there that turns on when I push the plug in the cigarette lighter. I just thought some of you might want to see that. And then Lenny's also got cool blue dash lights, which are awesome, not that you can really see them. If I put you guys there, which is just like above the speedos and stuff, then I can take my shoes off and I can show you what sort of happens back here. So sort of clamber backwards and sit there. There's 2 toolboxes missing, so it did just collapse. You did witness that, yes. So now this is all catapulted forward. Okay, there we are. I've fixed it for now. So as you can see, there's very minimal headroom. It's like shoulder, barely. That's still back curve as well, so it's not very good. But I can have my feet down here, which, as I explained in the first video, I couldn't in the KA because the bed and the kitchen were about that far apart, so I couldn't stick my legs down. It also meant it was harder to get to things under the kitchen, so this is a much better design. So it's like that. Then down here is my water. Now this is my 1 litre water bottle. It's by Super Sparrow, which I noticed on Liam's story the other day. He's been given stuff from them, and don't worry, I do recommend them. I had this bottle for about 5 years, and it gets chucked around and abused, as you can see, and they're bloody good. It's a flask as well, it's got a straw, and they come with a bamboo top. But I usually fill up this is a 10 litre, I fill this up before I go anywhere, and then the 10 litre fills the 1 litre, and then the 1 litre fills the kettle, the cup if I just want some water, the saucepan. Yeah, so it's just more manageable having that. Running water is obviously amazing, but I'm not bothered. It's a tiny car, you can't have it all. Yeah, I think that's mostly it for the functionality of the car. It's really basic. Yeah, just plenty of storage, not much headroom, but as I say, you got the driver's seat, so that's plenty for that. This is basically, yeah, just a little tour with the added of the roof bars and cleaning Lenny, a few little mods, and I got a few more coming. Oh, I also changed the headlight and dipped beams from some cool white halogens to LEDs now, so they're really cool. So that's been it for the tour, but I shall update you guys later on tonight when I'm in here, and I'll just show you how it works, I suppose. Yeah, some benefits would be running water, a high top Lupo would be nice. One thing before I go, I thought I'd show you the difference between this car and the KA. Is that in the KA I had to open that door and the boot, and I had to switch between outside to set up the bed. In here it's much simpler. I move the pillow out of the way because it's too fat to fit in the fold, and then I fold that on top, so that's now, the bed is half the size, it's just like folded in half, and then this bit of ply just slides on top of the other one. I bring you around here, as you can see it's just there, and then I put the pillow on that little ledge and then knock the chair back, and there you are. So I'll see you this evening. Good. Does this light? No. Okay. So So good evening everyone. I'm just about to set off to one of my nearby spots, and I'm going to take you obviously with me. I've got my bed packed in again because I went to my friend's, so I took the bed out, and now the car is nice and clean and hoovered. I'll catch you when I get to my little park up, which is a small little reservoir. So this is me just before getting ready for bed. I'm just making a 3 mint ginger tea. 3 mint? 3 ginger tea. Just like that. And yeah, so this is the headroom, and this is the kitchen. But as I say, it's alright. If I ever need some space, I just lie down on the bed, and that works well. And as you can see, all the blinds are in, or the cardboard, and then over there is a blanket, as I explained earlier. So yeah, I just do this, brush my teeth, move my stuff down here, and then go to bed. And this is a cool little toaster device. Can't remember where we got it. Does that? You got this little thing that flicks into place, stops it folding back again. Then the handle comes back. There's a little grill on the bottom which sort of distributes the heat. A bit of toast goes on there. I'm just gonna have this tea, get my pyjamas, brush my teeth, go to bed, and then I'll see you guys in the morning. So, good morning everyone. As you can see, I've packed the car up. It's back there. Well, I haven't packed the kitchen up because I'm probably going to make another tea, but yeah. So that was my little, this is the next morning. Hopefully this video got up today. I'm currently halfway through editing it. You can probably hear the fans. Yeah, just charging the laptop off the solar panel, and it's all going well really. At my little park up, and it's really nice and sunny. Little reservoir, just quite local, like 10 minutes away. Really lovely and sunny. So yeah, I hope you liked this video, and if you did, make sure you give it a thumbs up, drop a comment down below, and hit the subscribe button and hit the bell icon, and I'll see you next week.